Stitchery Decor. Today we are going to make a layered mandala. So this is one of my own very first original layered mandala designs. These are made with cardstock. Each design is 5 to 7 layers. And I have them, the designs for sale on my website. So we'll just wait for a couple of people here to join the live before I get too far into this. And then we'll get going on this pretty quickly. So these are size for 12 by 12 inch shadow boxes. And I get my shadow boxes at Michael's. Right now they're on sale, buy 2, get 2 free. So 2 for $39.99 Canadian. And then the designs, like I said, are my own original designs, which you would have to download. And you'll need a Cricut machine or a Silhouette or a Brother scan and cut. The designs can be downloaded as SVG designs. So we're going to start making them here. So I'm going to show you guys where exactly you can get the designs. This is my actual website, Home Stitchery Decor, and this is the homepage for it. Just scroll down onto the homepage here and you'll see mandalas. Just click on here and you'll be able to see all the different files that are available. So as mentioned, these are my own original designs. And then for this live video, we're giving a coupon code, which is YT Mandala. So for YouTube Mandala, if you decide to purchase one of these designs, the link is in the video description and we're going to give you a discount. So the one we're going to make right now is this one here, and we're going to do it in grays and creams. So let's get going. I know it's kind of a weird time for me to be doing a live, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll get the camera in here, get you turned around so you can see my face. Off we go. Hello. Who have we got here today? MS. Hello, MS. Hi, I am Jolene. I am from Home Stitchery Decor. So what we're going to do is make one of these layered mandalas. This is the design that we're going to do today, except for we're going to do it in beiges and creams. These are sized, pre-sized. They're all my own original artwork. They're pre-sized for 12 by 12 inch shadow boxes. Hi, Vicky. Hello. The shadow boxes are on sale at Michael's right now. Buy 2 shadow boxes, get 2 free. I've got links in the video description for absolutely everything you guys need for this project. So there's a link to the designs. There is a link to the Amazon store. There's a link to Cricut if you need to get a Cricut machine, plus all of the supplies, etc. So we're going to get started on the project. And I do have to move my camera around a little bit for you guys to see what the heck we're doing, and so I can show you exactly how to get this done. So let's start with that first of all. And we do have to, as I said, move the camera. So once you just flip it around here. Once you purchase your design, you'll get a download email, and you download the file, and essentially you're going to load it up into your Cricut site. And if you need an actual step-by-step tutorial, I do have one linked in the video description as well. And it's on my page here. You can follow along with the actual full-length tutorial, and I will link it at the end of the video for you. So it's all going to look like this, a bunch of layered files. These are sized for 12 inch shadow boxes, so you don't have to resize anything. And then you've got your cut pages here on the other side. Now what I like to do is turn off all the eyeballs except for the layer that I'm going to cut, and they're numbered 1 through 6 or 1 through 7. The number 1 will be the top layer, number 6 will be the bottom layer. And I know that this is going to take a while to cut, so I pre-cut a bunch of them out, and then I'm going to show you guys a layer or two here. This layer, we're going to cut this layer because this is going to take a while to cut, and in the meantime we'll assemble things. So you can see the absolute fine detail on here. And yeah, so we'll get going. All right, so if we wanted to cut that layer, I will have it put onto the machine with Intricate. So we'll just hit make, and then we're going to hit Intricate Cut, And then for this one, we're going to use, for any material, confirm, continue, intricate at a default setting. And we're going to use new mats for this project. It's always best if you use new mats. These are super delicate, and they do take forever and they cost money. So if you can find a new mat or a new needle, that would be best. And I'm going to do it in the same color as the one I've got that I'm going to assemble for you guys here. So this layer is going to be cut with gray. Now I've put shimmer cardstock in the Amazon link in the video description, but you can also get this at Michael's. It's Recollections Collection cardstock paper, and I use the one with the shimmer on it. So lay that down. I've got a green mat. It's 12 by 12. You definitely need a brayer for this. So push your paper down onto the mat. Make sure you don't have any air bubbles, anything kind of sticking out where it shouldn't be. And then we're going to get this thing cutting, and I'm going to start assembling one as we go, because I did do some pre-work for this, so we don't have to bore you with all the pre-work. Hi everyone. So if you're just joining us, I'm Jolene from Stitchery Decor. If you're interested in any of these designs, they're on my website, Stitchery Decor. You can download them. Use the coupon code that I used for this video called YT Mandala. And we'll get going. Okay, so I have a few of the layers already cut out on the mats, but we're going to get started. We're going to work our way from the back of the mandala to the front. So we'll get going here. This is the first layer. You can see it's just basically a flat with the design on the outside of it. So that one we can set to the side for a minute. And the next layer we're going to concentrate on working on right now. This is actually the second layer, and you can see how detailed the artwork is in this. So right now we need to get our little tool here from Cricut, and just this little pokey out tool. I don't know what it's actually called. And we're going to have to take out any of the little scraps that are left in here. Now this shouldn't take too long, but it is a little bit time consuming, but it's very necessary to get all of those out of the way right from the get-go. And I wanted to leave a few of them in, of course, so you guys could see the process. So you could run your fingers along the back and forth a little bit, as long as you're not going too rough to actually rip the paper. You can flick it with your fingers and just go through and get all the tiny little pieces. Now, this is a very delicate project, and you may go through a few pieces of paper before you get one of these cut out properly. It'll depend on your needle, if you've got the settings right, and honestly just the paper itself. So some papers don't cut out properly for this super intricate design, like a thin white typically doesn't for this particular layer. Hi Lola, how's it going? Hi Crochet Queen. I didn't even pull you guys up on my TV yet. I should have done that so I could see the comments as they come through. But we were doing one of these a couple of days ago, and then I I cut out the entire design and decided I should do another live for you guys where it's a little faster paced. Yes. So what did everybody get up to today? All my regulars that are coming in now, I can see we've got 16 of you guys here today. Welcome back to the channel. We're doing pretty good here. Today was a little bit of a day off for me. I went and had some breakfast with a girlfriend. And then I went to the fabric store. And then I went and got the oil changed on my car, where they told me I actually had a flat tire. Well, it was going to be flat by tonight. It wouldn't have lasted through the night. So I don't know if that's karma or what that is, but I went to get my oil changed and they happened to see it. Just luck, I guess. My vehicle is at a different place, getting new tires put on it. Enjoying your life. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. I was enjoying my life for a few minutes today until I had to buy new tires. And then I was like, maybe I should work on my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can see all the little scraps have been pulled out of this now. And just check the back, make sure you don't have anything overlapping. I've got a tiny little piece here. Don't pull too hard because this is very delicate. You might need, you know, a tiny little pair of scissors if you see a little piece of paper there that's not right. And you essentially need all of these out of the way. So double, triple check here. It has to be see-through on the front, but also like when you pull it over to the back, it might still be stuck. So just go and have a look. You will thank me for this later if you look 3 times. Use your go-go gadget eyeballs. So as you can see, this is looking pretty good. So if you were here for the last live, welcome back. We're going to do the same thing, but with a different design. So now we need to put, they're layered, right? So put one design on top of the other, just like this. This is how it's going to start to look. And the way we're going to get it to stick is we're going to use double-sided foam tape. I should probably use my little roll first. I get these at the hardware store because they're cheaper, but you can also get them on Amazon. I put the link in the video description. And there's some of the paper has a wrong side and a right side to it. So put the paper right side down and just start putting some double-sided foam tape on each little section that sticks out. You want this foam tape because it will actually give you depth to the mandala. So yeah, my husband met me at the tire store. We picked out some tires and left my vehicle there. So tonight I will be without a vehicle because they're gonna do it, like they said, at 7:30 tonight. I'm like, how late do you guys open? Like, are you open? So we'll go pick it up in the morning and I will have brand new tires, a wheel alignment, and I had an oil change today too. So getting things fixed up around here. I knew I needed new tires. I was going to wait until just before the snow flies. I do live in Calgary, Canada, and we do get quite a bit of snow here in the winter time, and I knew I needed new tires, so today was the day, I guess. Winner. Somebody looking out for me, making sure I'm safe on the road. Okay, so this is what the back of this one looks like now. We've got foam tape, just a bunch of big sections of it, and now we're going to use our Cricut tool again to pull the green tape off the back of these. And if you guys are just joining us, I see there's a bunch of new people here. Hi, we're making layered mandalas with Cricut. I'm Jolene. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And the designs are available on my website. I put a link in the video description, and the coupon code is YT, so YouTube, Mandala, MANDALA, and then all the tools and supplies that you could possibly need, I linked in the video description for you guys so you can start this project. These are all my own original artwork, so you can buy the designs and make them for your friends and family. You cannot resell the artwork, and anybody reselling the artwork, I don't warn people, I just phone a lawyer. So don't do that. Don't buy the files and then sell them as your own, because I will find out, and then I'll just not be nice. And don't make me do that. I really like being nice. But yeah, anytime you're buying, you know, designs from people off of Etsy, or their website or wherever you're buying the designs from, just make sure that you're not doing anything bad with them, and you will be just fine. Okay, so now we need to put the second layer onto the first layer. And so I like to line it up on this rotating cutting board and get everything kind of straight here, and then get the second design. Make sure when you've got your design too, these are pre-measured for 12 by 12 inch shadow boxes, but my square design is actually not exactly square. So if you do buy that one, it is a tiny bit wider than it is, or a tiny bit longer than it is wide. So just make sure before you push anything down that everything's lining up the best you can get it. And this is what the first layer is going to look like. So very pretty. Okay. Now we'll do the second layer, or sorry, the third layer, and the same thing applies. So we're going to get our little tool here, and we're going to poke out all these little pieces that are stuck. So do that first. Set this design to the side here for a minute, and just go slow. And if you put your poking needle right into it and press it down onto the mat and then pull the design up towards you, they do poke out the back pretty easy. They should be, if you've cut these properly, they should be very easy to weed, essentially, as you are weeding these. And you may need, you know, tiny little snips if something's just a wee bit caught. I make sure that these are perfect before they go in the frames. So do the same and you will thank me for it, because it'll look prettier if it's actually perfect. Now, I did try to sign up to be a Cricut contributing artist with some of these designs, but they said nope, these designs are too intricate for our platform. So I sell them, I sell the finished art, and then I sell the designs here as well. But I cannot be a contributing artist on Cricut because my work is like they say that the public wouldn't really, probably they would complain, right? Because not every paper, as I told you, is going to turn out perfectly. You might waste a couple of colors of paper before you get one of these layers to cut out properly. And if you want this quality of the finished product, that's a risk you need to take with it. But I've been doing them for years and it's working out pretty good for me. So I sell the shadow boxes, the actual finished shadow boxes, for $95 Canadian when I'm at my huge Christmas markets. And that's because they take forever to cut out and forever to assemble, and they're worth it, and I don't have a problem selling them, so that is what they cost. So where is everybody from on a Friday night? Hanging out. My husband has left me and gone for his Friday night work, beers and chat with his buddies, where they solve all the world's problems over a cheap hamburger and I don't even know, a draft beer or whatever they're drinking. I don't even know, but they've been doing that for years. So off they go, and I get a few hours of peace and quiet on a Friday afternoon, which I don't mind. All right. Okay, so as I said, look it over, flip it back and forth. Something you think is fixed might pop out at you, so flip it back and forth a few times. Once you assemble these layers, you don't want any of these little pieces of paper coming through, because they're really hard to get out after you've assembled it, and you'll have this random piece of paper popping up in your design, and it looks like crap. So here is the next layer. All right, we'll do one more layer here, and then we're going to tell you about the channel membership. So we'll put this together. Some of the cardstock too has a shimmer on either side. So pick the side that looks the best to you and make that the side that is face up. Some paper doesn't have shimmer on both sides, but this one does. And this to me is clearly going to be the upside, and this will be the back side. So it's just the way the Cricut machine pushes the paper through. You want to have the best quality when you're done. Make it fun. Thank you for all the thumbs up, you guys. That helps the video get pushed out to more people. And the more people that see the video and join the channel and stuff, the more fun we have here. And I'll tell you about the fun in just a minute. We'll do all the green sticky ones on this one, put it on there, and then I'm going to tell you about the members only stuff that we do. Because what's the point in being on YouTube if you can't make a bunch of friends and do ridiculous things? There's no point. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Yes, I did work very, very hard on this. It was actually the very first thing I did with a Cricut machine. Because I have this whole business here, I decided I wanted a project that I could have the machine essentially making the cuts while I was doing something like this or sewing. Whatever else I needed to do. If I needed to do a load of laundry, I could walk away from this and the machine could still cut stuff out. So I bought the Cricut machine and then I reverse engineered how to make the most complicated thing I could find on Etsy. Figured out how to design it, designed it, and then I never looked back. So it's been kind of a fun, well, it was a ridiculously hard project, and I'm proud of myself that I got it done. And now I've been able to make these designs for, gosh, I think it's like 5 years now. This will be maybe my 5th or 6th year with these designs. And I add new designs all the time, and then I have my own series of cards as well, which currently are not on my website. They're on my Etsy store. But if you like making cards for Christmas, they're in the Etsy store called Mandala SVG shop. And there's a bunch of cards there. I need to get them onto my website. I think that might be a project for next week. And I'm also going to be looking for affiliates. So if that's something you are interested in doing, reach out to me and we'll get something set up where you could do this kind of work on your own social media, sell the designs, and then receive a commission for it. That would be an affiliate program. So if that's something that you're interested in, please reach out to me. I'm pretty easy to find. I have a website. Okay, so this is the second, well actually now would be the third layer, the second layer that we put these little glue strips on. And the reason we're using the double-sided foam is because it is acid free. And you don't want to do this with glue because glue is not acid free and it can discolor your paper over time. So you want to make sure you use the best quality and that this will last forever. So don't ruin it by using glue, please. And again. Was this supposed to go this way? No. You will see this design is a little off, but it's supposed to be like that. Okay, so here is the next layer. What are we all thinking about this now? It doesn't look like much, but these are the finest little cuts. I'll just put my fingernail up to it so you can see the finest little cuts in the middle, and now we put that layer of paper on top of them, and it highlights the cuts underneath. So these to me are very, it's like a very Moroccan design for this one. And then the next 3 layers, I already cut them out, and we'll take them off of the cutting mat here. I'll show you guys that in a second. But I want to tell you guys about the channel membership. So the channel membership costs $2 a month. You can hit the join button at the top of your screen. You can go back to the main channel, and there's be a join button there, and you can copy and paste the link in the video description as well. And when we reach 150 paid members, we have a huge draw here for a whole bunch of products that we've been doing lives with the last few days. And it started out with this FAF quilt box. So there's 2 FAF quilting rulers, there's a rotary cutter, there's 2 packs of needles, there's rotary blades. And then on the underside of this box is a rotating cutting mat in black, which is the same cutting mat essentially as the one that I'm using here for this project right now. This box is valued at $312 Canadian, and you can't buy it. And then we have our tea towel, our Christmas tea towel. We did a live for this one last week. You can go ahead and watch that live. And then we made, I gotta make sure I got everything here. We made Christmas placemats on a live last week too. This is Robert Kaufman fabric. You'll receive a set of 2 coordinated Christmas placemats. And then the next day we did a live where I announced my first book is out. This is available on Amazon. It's From Zero to YouTuber, and it's $14.95 American. It's a $2,000 course in a book. Basically teaching you how to have a YouTube channel and grow it and earn repeatable income to help you grow your business. And then we did a live where we sewed a jelly roll rug. So we've got the fabric tube maker. And then we did a live where we made fridge magnets, and you'll receive a set of fridge magnets as well. So if you're interested in joining the channel, it's $2 a month, and I will draw a random person when we reach 150 paid members. So now we need to do the next layer. Just gonna put these to the side because I think that's gonna fall down. So the next layer I have cut on the mat right now, and we're going to pull the design off the mat. And I wanted to show you guys this process too because it is a little bit delicate. So what you need to do is, I want to get rid of this here so this lays flat because I need some place to put that. Okay, flip your mat over so your design is down, upside down, and you're going to roll the mat up away from the design. So just ever so gently, you'll see it start to come. Can you see the design starting to pull away there? What you need to do is put your fingers in here, push down on the design, and pull the mat away from it, gently and slowly from side to side. And make sure you don't let go of the mat because it'll slap back at you and actually fold up, roll up your design. So it does take a minute here to do this, but you don't want this stuff to rip. And you want as much of this as possible taken off so you don't have to weed it. So just go back and forth, put your fingers in ever so gently. Slow and steady will win this race here. And even the slightest bit of tension on it can curl the design, and you don't want that to happen because they're very delicate, and it'll just be easier for you. So go slow. Make sure you've got a good grip on this mat up here. If it's gonna slap back at any point, it'll be right at the end of the design, and then the last 2 inches you'll be crying because the paper will have creased. and there's no way to really increase it. You don't want it to rip, obviously, because why would you want to start over? Okay, there we go. So this is what it looks like now. A little bit crazy, but kind of fun. If you're into ASMR stuff, auto sensory stuff, this is quite satisfying actually. And okay, I should show you the close-up. Now the design looks like this. You can see we've got a few layers here that we need to weed out. So we'll put our scraps off to the side, get our tool here to poke the layers out through to the back side. Just go around it ever so methodically. Where's everybody from today? We've got 7. Wow, I know this one is pretty. Hi Kim, how's it going? Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Appreciate that. See them coming up here. If you're new here, I'm Jolene. I'm from Home Stitchery Decor, and we're making layered mandalas. These are all my own designs, and the designs are available on my website. I put a link in the video description, but my website is the same as my channel name, Home Stitchery Decor. And if you want these designs, so you want to make this stuff, I put in a coupon code. Use YT, so YouTube, Mandala, Mandala, and you'll get a discount on these designs right now. Okay. Like I said, go back and forth. Just because you can't see it from the front doesn't mean it's not still stuck on the back. So flip the design back and forth a few times and have a really good look to make sure. A little piece stuck here. And also, you know, swipe all these little scraps away from you. It helps if you have a big crafting table like I do, but just make sure that they're all swept away from you, so you don't get them stuck in anything. So there it is, the next layer here. So we're going to flip this over. This one has an obvious wrong side because it's a flat. And we're going to use our double-sided tape again, and the pieces of tape just get smaller and smaller as we do each layer. And I highly recommend not using glue on the top side of this either, because like I said before, the glue is not acid free and you will discolor the paper over time, whereas these double-sided foam tape is acid free and it best price they ever do on them. It's on their like value products or something. So how thin are the, right now they're this thin. And I'm just gonna actually trim them in half as I go here as well. And I do find, don't buy this double-sided tape at Michael's or at the craft store, because you get overcharged for it. They sell it in smaller rolls for more money, I'm assuming, because it's at the craft store. So don't do that. Get it off the Amazon link that I've shared, or go to the hardware store and get it, and it'll be in the picture hanging aisle. So I need probably like another 6 of these for Christmas markets, maybe more if I get into this one art market. They just opened up applications today. It's like your art has to be under $100, and these are $95. But their application process didn't open up until today, and I haven't had time to look, and I've never been in that market before, so it wouldn't be my whole product line, it would just be the mandalas, and I haven't looked to see how much they charge. So depending on how much they charge, I might apply for that market. And then pretty much anytime I apply for a market, I get in. I shouldn't even say pretty much. Every time I apply for a market, I get in. And I get, like, this time of year, 3 to 5 emails a week from different people saying, can you please come to our market? And I don't do them. I only do the huge Christmas markets that have, 7,500 people a day. One market I did a couple years ago, it had 75,000 people over 3 weekends. I'm only doing that size of market. I don't fool around with any of these little school markets or the little community markets anymore. I just don't have time. So let's go to the big ones. So this is a little bit time consuming. This is how small these layers are getting cut right now too. And we're putting them up onto the loopy ends. You want them teeny tiny so you can't see them from different directions. Like if you're standing looking at the art down a hallway, you don't want to be seeing like big globs of double-sided foam tape from the side view of this. So make them teeny tiny, and it'll be better. And I think a lot of people are busy on a Friday afternoon because there's 7 of you guys watching now. 7! We got 7 people. But you know what? I was going to do a live much earlier today, and I just ran out of time because I had to get my car fixed. So it is what it is. All right, this is what they look like now. And we're going to pull that green tape off there and expose the double-sided foam tape. I always have a little bowl sitting around to catch all these scraps. So you can use your pokey tool here from Cricut, or you can just use your fingernails if you've got a good edge on a fingernail that you can get these off with. Like I said, this process is time consuming. I did a live the other day while we were trying to cut one out, and I mean, it would have taken probably like 3 hours, 3.5 hours to cut out this design with the multiple layers. So this is a project that you can, put one layer into your Cricut, your machine, and walk away and just leave it working while you do a craft somewhere else in your life. If you wanted to do that, that's what I do. I have this machine cutting while I'm sewing. I typically have my embroidery machine running as well. I try not to have everything turned on, of course, while I'm doing a live video. But you know what? Crafting is all about how much you can produce in an hour. So I choose to have products that I can make on different machines all at the same time. It gets kind of loud in here, and then I can walk away when it's done at the end of the day. So that's how I do it. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about the designs here? And a few people. Still 7 of you guys. I hope this is relaxing for you. If you're just hanging out, or if you're just finishing up your work day and you're able to spend some time here, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Okay, so now it looks like this. And we will grab our first, well, there's 3 layers. This will be the 4th layer. Should be the 4th layer. Get this lined up. The creams and gray sell very well for me. People say they look like lace doilies, and I tend to agree with them. Happy Friday, my scrappin' mama. Hello, how are you? One of my channel members is here. Is that Kat? What's your first name? I'm going to write them down. I swear to God, I'm getting a piece of paper today to write down because everybody has a call name and then they have another name, and I would prefer to call them by their other name. So this is the 4th layer. This was the design we were cutting a couple of days ago. Was it yesterday or the day before that we were cutting this? And it was taking forever to cut, so we assembled that other one. And now I got all the layers cut out, so I'm putting it together. And we're doing it in gray and white. The black and white one was done already. Yes, cat. See, I knew it. I'm going to write that down. Everybody bear with me. I got to write down cat. Yes. See, getting my piece of paper. My scrapping mama. My scrapping mama. And then I'll look at this like every day until I start memorizing everybody's name here. There you are. You're up on my board. Thank you for joining the channel. I saw that you joined. That's fantastic. We are at 11 members now. Happy Friday. Okay, so this is the next layer. And this is the one that we were cutting before. Not the first one we were cutting, but the second one that had all these Moroccan like scallops in it. So again, we're going to lay the design down flat, and we're going to put our design flat down and just use our fingernails to gently, gently, gently get it started, and gently pull this away from the mat while holding the mat secure, which sounds like a lot of work all at the same time, but the slower you go, the better this will turn out. Do not rip it at this point, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to do that. So it's Friday afternoon. Gonna get a couple of hours of crafting in here. I've got so many projects piled up all around my office because I've been doing so many lives, and then I don't actually get the the end product done. So when I'm done assembling this one here, I said to myself, I'm gonna have a little sing-song party for a couple of hours until my husband gets home, and I'm gonna sew. So after I'm done this mandala here, I'll make sure my Cricut machine's still running, of course. What length of time does each one take to make? So they take about, I was saying, I think they take about 3.5 hours to cut out this intricate design for all the layers. 3.5 hours. And then the assembly. How long have we been live here? 42, 41. And we're on the second layer from the top. So it should take about an hour to assemble. So the machine's doing all the work until you go to do the assembling process, right? The assembling process takes the time, and of course I'm a little slower because I'm trying to talk on my YouTube channel as well, but you could get, you know, really fast at this. And then I sell them, if you haven't heard, I sell them for $95 Canadian each. So it takes about an hour to assemble each one, get it framed, and get a price tag on it, and then off it goes. So you can actually make some pretty good money at this. Now, Kat, hi, Lorette. My name is Lorette, Nola's Country Style. We got our pen. You're getting on the piece of paper. Nola's Country Style. Lorette. You see that? You got on. I will try to, can you imagine if we get to 1 million people on here and I've got to memorize everybody's name? It's going to be crazy, but I'm going to try. And I'm pretty good at remembering names when I'm not under any kind of stress. I have some pretty good recall for that, or I used to, but you know, you get older and things go to the wayside. But I am trying, and it's important, and I truly value you guys being here. So I know a lot of you guys are members already, and I just want to make sure that you know how much I appreciate you being here, because, well, if I didn't, that kind of make me a jerk, wouldn't it? I don't want to be a jerk. All right, this one is super slow going to pull off this mat, and also because I used a brand new mat, I want the design to stick down, but I don't want to pull too hard because it is pretty tacky. Tacky in the, like, it's got glue on it tacky, not like tacky in like, we've got some orange carpet from the 70s. A little bit different. Bear with me. I hope you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. When you're doing a live, the live video doesn't let you zoom in. So I do have an actual training video for this, like Cricut mandalas on the channel, if you want to see some of this close up. Work, the camera is closer on those videos because I can film that ahead of time, but on the live videos you don't get the option of zooming in on stuff. So it just is what it is here. Slow, slow, slow. And I think it's important for you guys to see, you know, the actual process and like how I'm doing it, because I've done it for years. So hopefully this will help you, you know, if you're doing it for the first time yourself, you can be like, well, I saw her do it and she wasn't going that fast either. So calm down and make sure you do it right. Because there's no point spending all this time and then the last inch of the paper ripping it. There we go. Finally, we got it. Okay, so this is what the back side will look like. Toss that off to the side. Get the paper out of the way. I'll clean up the mess from this live later. Push everything off to the side. And now this is the next layer. Isn't that ridiculous? Look how fine. So this is like the Cricut poking tool, right? Look how fine those lines are. You just want it picked perfect, perfect, perfect. So again, we're going to go through and just push the design back towards the rotating cutting mat here and get out any of the little scrappy pieces. If this was vinyl, we would call this weeding, and I don't know if it's called the same thing with paper, but essentially that's what it is. We're weeding the design. It's just perfect. Make it perfect. So this is the second last layer. Slow and steady, right? Flip it over, make sure you've got everything off the back side as well. I think this is going to be especially important for me today as I'm doing a live, to make sure I actually take the time and look at every little corner, because I don't want something sticking out after I've assembled everything. For sure, that would suck. That would suck, that would suck. This one I need a little piece of scissors. There, I got it. All right. Now, this has a wrong side and a right side, and we're gonna get our double-sided foam. And now things are going to get ridiculous because these are even smaller than the layer before. Probably going to lose a couple of these on the table here. Stick to some fabric, no doubt, because I've got fabric on the table as well for making all the magnets, which I actually figured out how to do much faster, and I will do another live for those. probably maybe tomorrow or Sunday. See what our time goes like here on the weekend. My husband is still working on our yard fix problem from our flood a couple weeks ago. So we'll see how it goes. So hi you guys, there's a whole bunch of new guys here. There's 16 of you watching right now. I'm Jolene, I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. We are making layered mandalas with our Cricut machine. These particular designs are available on my website, and we're using discount code YT Mandala. So MANDALA. If you're interested in the designs, I put a discount code for you. And then all the links in the video description for all the things that you could need. No gatekeeping here. We're making designs. And we have a good channel membership draw going on right now. We're at 11 members, and when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, which is $2 a month, we're going to do a draw for the huge prize here. That's like $400 worth of stuff. So if you want to get in on that draw, join the channel, and when we reach 150 paid members, I will randomly select somebody from there and to get in touch with you and mail you off a huge prize that includes a whole bunch of handmade stuff, and then a FAF gift box as well with quilting rulers, rotary cutters, rotating cutting mat, rotary blades, needles. It's going to be fun. Going to be fun. Right now we're using double-sided foam tape. And like I said, don't buy this tape at Michael's. Buy it at the hardware store or on the Amazon link I put in the description, because they charge a lot more money for it at a craft store, probably just because they can. And I don't think we need to overpay for stuff, so I put a link in the video description for you. So these ones are super duper duper tiny. What we're working on now. Thanks for being here on a Friday afternoon. I'm sure you have better things to do. I, however, do not. That's not true. I have lots of things to do, but I am getting ready for these huge Christmas markets. So it's like pitter patter, get at her. Like you gotta get some work done here, girl. So that's what I'm doing. And I actually love my life, and I was off most of the day today, so don't feel bad for me. I'm choosing to be here. It's like, I own this place. I can do what I want. So I did what I want most of the day. Except for buying new tires. I didn't want to do that, but you know, my vehicle's a 2018, and it was time for some new tires. This is very finicky, you guys, and like I say, I just want to show you the process so that you can, if you're doing it, you know, just judge, like, how slow is this person going, and then what was the result? Is this a project that I think I'm going to do? I find them kind of relaxing, and I love the look of them when they're done, so the time doesn't bother me too much. And typically, because I'm here working on other projects, it's okay. Would I want to do this for work, like all day, every day? Absolutely not. But, you know, making, you know, 40 or 50 of them in a year, not so bad. Not so bad at all. So we're just using the tiniest sliver of the foam tape here now, and getting all the edges and stuff done as best I can. So we don't want anything flopping around. Like, you don't want it so obnoxious that you can see this stuff, obviously, but you do need to make sure that it's stuck down, and, you know, little corners of this is not going to curl up. And I know I'm going back and forth on the different sections, but it's just like, even if the foam tape here is just, you know, just a smidge too big for one section, it probably will work in another. So this is one of the layers that we've just cut out. We started it right at the beginning of the video, and it's at 55 minutes now. So it really took, you know, from, I don't know, 52 minutes or so to get this one layer cut out. And it is the layer that we did second, that super duper fine layer. So some layers are going to take longer to cut out than others, but that one took like 55 minutes. So I will make a duplicate of this exact same color palette of the mandala here. And just so you can see, the more intricate the details are, the longer it takes to cut out. So that's what you can expect for time-wise. And it was cut on the intricate setting with default pressure. And we're using Recollections Collection cardstock paper from Michaels for this project. And you can also get the glitter paper on the Amazon link that I shared with you. So just every color of the paper, you know, varies. But this is actual Recollections collections from Michaels that I'm using. So this is the next layer of how super duper fine those are. And we may even have to, like, as we're pulling the tape off, if something's not quite even, like I can show you this one up here. This is not quite even. We'll use our pokey tool and push it over so it is before we actually set that piece down. So a little art surgery here basically is what we're doing. And we're taking off the back side of the double-sided foam tape here too while we're doing this. And it's important to not leave any scraps laying around because you don't want them to fall between the design when we assemble it here. So this part is fussy. And then we've got just one more layer after this, and then I'll show you how that goes. So take our time, spin this design around as it goes, adjust anything if it's not, you know, lined up good enough for you. And even with some of these super fine ones, you might find that they pull away and you'll have to cut another piece for it. So far I haven't had to do that, but just letting you know that can happen as well. There's a reason, there's one that's pulled away. There's a reason to go slow with this, so I'm sure this would drive a few people just absolutely freaking batty. But for me, I quite like it. I'm going to use this very thin one here. We'll save this one for later. Might need that. I feel like this one is going to pull away on that tiny little edge. So we're on the second last layer from the top of this project. And like I say, it's just take your time, go slow. If I can do this, you can too, because I am not special. Delusional, maybe, because I made these designs, but definitely not special. I don't think I should be first in line for anything. And I'm hoping to just grow this YouTube community. We're at, I saw yesterday, over 7,000 subscribers now, which is crazy. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you do want to get in on some fun, you don't have to be a paid member of the channel. I do have giveaways on the channel. You can tell that there's a video with a giveaway on it because I'll have little gold presents on the picture that advertises the video, called the thumbnail. So you don't have to be a member, but the paid members, when we reach 150 paid members, we've got a huge draw going on for over 400 or $400 gift set. But you do have to be a paid member, and then once we reach 150 paid members, I will do a random draw, select somebody, get a hold of you, and send you off that big gift package. So that's going to be super fun. So we've got some paid members here watching right now, and we're having fun with that. Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina, hi. Who else have we got here? I'm not sure. Okay, Sabrina, this is what I'm doing, because I kept forgetting everybody's name. I remembered yours, but I am going to write it down. I have a list going. So and so. Sabrina. Because I'm going to try to remember everybody's name, right? Sweet, I got a list. So I'll keep looking at the list, and as the channel grows, we will try to remember people's names, because you guys are important. And my name's Jolene, and you can all call me by my name if you want. And I said I was going to get a name badge. So Sabrina, we are doing that design that we started cutting the other day. And now we're doing it in grays and taupes, because I said that was going to be the pretty one, right? That people wanted. So this is the 5th layer, going to go on top of the 4 layers lined up here. And I did see that you joined the channel. Thank you for joining. That's so sweet. And we've got a discount for today too. It's the same discount, YT Mandala, if you want these designs. And they're available. All the designs I have right now are up. Okay, so here is the second from last. How are we all feeling about this? It's all my regulars that are here right now. There's 5 of you guys. That's crazy. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming back. Sabrina, you missed it, but my car had a nail in the tire today. So I was out most of the day. Went to lunch or breakfast actually with a girlfriend. Did some shopping for some fabric. Went and got an oil change. And while I was at the oil change place, they're like, hey lady, you have a big nail in your tire. It's flat. So now my car is over at the shop getting new tires. Okay, so this is the last layer. It's on the sheet. I pre-cut these before I turn the live on for this. And so again, we're just gonna lay this flat and pull the design to like down towards the rotating cutting mat underneath here, and try not to rip anything. This one goes much faster than the layer before, but that layer before with all those little like Moroccan cutouts, it goes fairly slow. And I know that in practice, this one will go much quicker. And then this is the last layer that we have. This one's going to be so pretty. I sell the grays and taupes so much. I was saying people think they look like doilies. And that kind of goes along with my whole, you know, home stitchery decor, like modern farmhouse home decor, which is what I sell here. So it's kind of cool. And the designs are SVG, so you can cut them with Cricut is what I use, but you could also, whatever machine you've got, like a Brother scan and cut, a Silhouette. And do you guys remember the other day there was Dina, D-E-E-N-A, she was on here. Remember seeing her questions? Well, actually, she bought one of the designs and then had a question about it. And she actually ended up calling me, which I was like, wow, that's cool. So she was phoning me from Texas, where she lives. And yeah, so I didn't answer the phone. I saw it, but I was busy when she called. So I didn't answer. And then she left a voicemail, so I called her back. And she was just asking about the designs, like when you download the designs, what order that they went in. And when you download the designs and pull them into Cricut, they'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 if it's a 7-layer design. And so 1 will be the top layer and the highest number will be the bottom layer. So that should hopefully avoid some confusion. Might try and get your husband to help you with that. That's fine, yeah. I didn't see your first comment here because the phone's in there. What does it say? I think I'm intimidated. Why are you so intimidated? I'm showing you how to do it. It's not that hard. If I can do it, you can do it. You can do it. Okay, so this is going to be the top layer. So very, 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 very fussy layer. Should we take a sip of water? Just in case. Okay, this is the last layer. So again, we've got our double-sided foam tape. And anybody just joining us, all of the supplies for this are in the video description. I've put all the affiliate links in there as best I could for you guys to make sure that you had access to all the stuff. Ask me anything. I have no secrets. These are my own original designs. And you can make and sell what you make with the designs, no problem. You cannot resell the designs. Don't do that. It's very easy to reverse search things on the internet, and I will actually phone a lawyer. I won't even warn people. Don't resell other people's designs. That's not cool. People did the work, so don't do that. Unless you've bought a license, which I don't actually sell. And some people actually make you buy a license to even sell the things you make with the design. I don't do that. Maybe I will one day, but why? Yeah, why? So the designs are on my website, Home Stitchery Decor. And if you want to check them out, use the coupon code YT, which is YouTube, Mandala, Mandala. And the design will come to you instantly. We're using shimmer cardstock paper. The paper in Canada, I believe when I bought it last, it was like $1.29 a sheet. So it is pricey cardstock. The very, very, very thinnest designs maybe don't use the white paper because that didn't work out so good the other day for us. Every paper is going to cut a little different. Just be aware, go slow with this project, and you might screw up a couple of pieces of paper before you figure out what you're doing. And that's okay. I've wrecked lots of pieces of paper trying to do this, but the result of these is just absolutely stunning at the end. So just be careful. Be careful. Thanks for all the thumbs up and the love, you guys. I appreciate that so much. I know it's Friday afternoon and a lot of people are not watching live videos on a Friday afternoon, but hey, why not? And then the other thing I was telling you guys, if you've just joined here too, is I am going to start looking for some affiliates to sell these designs and the card designs, which currently are not on my website. But if that's something that you think you might be interested in, drop me a line, and when I get that all set up and the designs all set up, I will make arrangements, and then you could actually do this, start your own channel, showcase the designs, and make yourself some money as well. And you obviously, if you sell the finished product, you can make money off that as well. Because we should all be, I don't know, I feel like if a whole bunch of women just got in on some of this, got their crap together and got some stuff figured out and helped one another, I think we could actually like change the world of like, okay, be a decent human being. Here's how we can actually collaborate on some stuff and get yourself out there. So yeah, definitely reach out to me if that's something that you're interested in. Oh, Sabrina, I kind of figured you might want to. Sabrina, shoot me a message. Go to my website, find my email address, and shoot me a message. And it might take me, a few weeks here to get some stuff set up, but I do have some fabulous Christmas cards that I'd actually like to do this with as well. And I know like now is the time to start doing something like that. If you want to, like if a lot of people are going to be making some Christmas cards is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to be generous with my affiliates because damn, like the designs don't cost that much money, but I'm going to figure something out where it's not like you're making 10% or something. That's stupid. We'll figure something out so that you can actually make some, get yourself set up and make some money. And then I was thinking, I don't want to have like a million affiliates. I would like to limit the number of affiliates so that as this stuff gets out there, it's just like you're not competing with like 1,500 other freaking people trying to do the exact same thing, so that you could actually, you know, start it yourself and scale a little bit without having to compete with every single person doing the exact same thing. Because I know like on some of these, like I'm an affiliate, I put affiliate links in, right? I'm an affiliate for Cricut and you've got to apply for it and all that kind of fun stuff. But sometimes I feel like they kind of let too many people into their program and now everybody and their freaking dog is doing it. And there's no way you're going to make any money doing it. So why? Why? Super fine. Super teeny tiny here, you guys. Like super teeny tiny on these last, like that one's not even small enough. Why did I bother? Okay, so I'm gonna just figure out another point here to do this one more time round. And then we'll pull the green backing off of this paper and you will be able to see the beautiful thing that we have made. And by we, I mean me, but you guys are keeping me company today. And then, like I said, I'm going to, once I'm done this one, I'm going to have a little, like, probably snack and get my dog fed her dinner. And then I'm going to get into this office with some really loud music on and just have a little sing-song till my husband gets home later on. Going around. I know this is time consuming, you guys, but what are we? 73 minutes with me talking, making a mandala and writing people's names down on a board. So that's not too bad. And you have to frame these. And I highly recommend when you frame these, clean your glass inside and out, but don't use Windex. Just use a glass, that's not even going to be fine enough, a glass cleaning cloth and water, because when you put Windex in there, then you put a chemical in onto the glass on the inside, and the chemical can discolor the glass over time, and people will, it'll just be cleaner if you don't use actual Windex. Just use water and a glass cleaning cloth. And I actually put that like in my Amazon store link for all the supplies for this. I put a glass cloth in there if you're not sure what we're talking about. I used to sell Norwex and everything gets cleaned with water, and I do not use Windex for anything ever. I just use my Norwex cleaning cloths. And you know, if you have a car, I'll tell you, can explain it to you a little bit better. You know, when you have a car in the summertime and it gets hot on your windshield, and then you can start seeing all those waves of color, like greens and blues on your windshield. That's all the chemical from the Windex or glass cleaner. And if you don't spray that stuff on your window and you just use cleaning cloths and water, you never get that. You never get the waves of blue and everything and the hazy stuff on it. So it's crazy how it works, but you can watch videos. I'm not going to make any because I'm busy doing this, but videos on Norwex on YouTube, I'm sure. and they can show you how some of their products work. And yeah, they're expensive. Like a window cloth is like $21. But I've had the same cleaning cloths now for 10 years and I haven't had to buy any Windex. So go figure. And no, I don't sell Norwex anymore because I do this and I don't have time. Like I just kind of want to do my own thing. And also I had to be home like all the time for Norwex people stopping by, which kind of sucked. I didn't like that. So as my craft business took over, gosh, now probably 2 years ago, I stopped selling Norwex entirely, and then I cleaned out my like supply closet, and I'm like, I'm done with this. I just want to focus on like this crafting stuff, which I actually like a lot more, and I'm not beholden to anybody. And if I don't want to be here, I don't have to be. So, and like I made a lot of money doing Norwex too, but you know, you're constantly home because somebody wants to pop by, and then they tell you they're going to come by at, you know, 4 o'clock, and then 6:30 you're messaging them saying, hey, are you coming by? And they're like, oh, sorry, I forgot, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And in the meantime, you haven't done what you wanted to do because you're waiting for somebody. Super freaking annoying, right? Okay, so this is how fine they need to be on the next side. And I got a couple that I'm going to have to trim down because I can see them from the good side here, which is fine. We'll do it. We'll trim them, or we'll squishy them over with our tool here. And we're just going to go around and get the green paper off if we can. And you may have to cut a couple new pieces on this layer because these are ridiculously tiny. So don't get mad at yourself if you have to redo a piece. You'll get the hang of it. It'll get better. So Sabrina, do you have a CNC machine? Because I know you said you were doing other crafts before, right? Like, weren't you the one that was telling us you were doing those wood crafts? And I said you could do a pegboard and just have, or sorry, grid wall or pegboard. Brother scan and cut, yeah. You could do that with this too. Is it 12 by 12 inch size? Because these are sized for 12 by 12 inch designs. Yeah. I can't see that comment, and I don't have my TV turned on here. I can't remember who that was. She was the rescue dog person. Who are we talking about here, girls? If you guys are new to the channel, we have a bunch of regulars here that watch all the time, and we're starting to build a nice little group of friends and community here. So if they're talking about stuff, it's because we were talking about it here before. I have rescue animals trying to get crafts going to, oh yes, to support. Now who said that again? My scrapping mama. You know what I did? I ordered, like I have my own textile designs, and I ordered Christmas cards, like actual playing cards. Yeah, it was you with the dog rescue, right? So I ordered playing cards, like actual, you know, we're going to play crib or go fish or whatever. And I put my, I put a Christmas design on them. And then I was thinking of doing some kind of packaging on them that said, you know, give an animal a chance. And contacting one of the local rescues to be like, hey, I'm going to sell these cards at the Christmas market and then donate the proceeds to the My scrapbook Jolene is be very interested in the card affiliate program when you get going. Yeah, girls, send me an email. Go find the email. It's homestitcherydecor@gmail.com. Send me an email about that and we'll talk about that. I'm going to do some work. I have to put the cards onto my Shopify store, and then I have to find an affiliate program for it. And then I think what we do is like, how would like I could do, how would I do a live where I just invited people, like to show you how to make them? What would it matter? We wouldn't even have to do a live with just me doing it and you guys. We could do a live where I tell you when the live is going to be, show you how to make the cards, get you the designs, and then let you go to town, and then give you the links would be there obviously with the affiliate program, and then you could start doing that. And that would be a great way. Like if you've been here for the past couple of weeks when we started doing these lives, right? Obviously you feel comfortable enough with me right now to be like, hey, I would sell your product, you're making good stuff. Because you've been here and we've been getting to know each other, so it wouldn't be like, you know, like coming out of the blue at something, right? I do make good, reliable products. These ones are fussy, as you can fill in the blank there. But we won't use curse words on this channel. But yeah, these are fussy, and then when they're done, they're gorgeous. So if you're just joining the channel here and wondering, what the heck are these people doing? There's 12 of you guys here. We're making layered mandalas. These are all my own original designs. The designs are available on my website, homestitcherydecor.com. Use the discount code YT Mandala. And once we're done pulling the green paper off this one last loop of this mandala, before I put it on and show you guys the final product, we'll go over the members only prize here again, which is insane. So if you're just joining the channel, stay with us for like another 2 minutes here, not even, and I'm going to go over this prize pack. We have paid memberships that start at $2 per month, and we also have videos on the channel that have just the giveaways for regular subscribers. You'll know that they're the giveaway videos because they have gold presents on the pictures that advertise the video. So I'm just gonna make sure I've got everything kind of stuck down on here and go from one side to the other. Make sure nothing's obviously poking out. Okay, so before I show you that on the layered mandala at the top of it, let's go over the prize here again if you join the channel. So $2 a month gets you in on this. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do a draw for all of these fun things. So first we have the FAF Quilters Kit, and it is 2 quilting rulers, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, and 2 packs of needles. No, I get it. And then I think there's a delay, right? Like you guys say something and then I don't actually see it for a while. And then on the bottom side of this box is the rotating cutting mat. And you can't buy this gift set. It's only, as far as I know, I'm the only person giving it away. So this is valued at $312 Canadian. It's from FAF. And then we'll do all the other stuff here that we had going on. The next thing we did was a live where we sewed this Christmas tea towel. So you can watch the replay of the live for this Christmas tea towel. It's up on the channel. So you'll receive 1 Christmas tea towel. You will receive, the next live that we did was these coordinated Robert Kaufman fabric quilted placemats. You'll receive a set of 2 Christmas placemats. And then the next live we did, I announced my first book is available on Amazon From Zero to YouTuber. This is like a $2,000 course in a book. So go buy the book. If you want to do what I do and you want to learn, go buy the book. And this would actually be very helpful if you girls want to be affiliates too. You're going to learn a whole bunch of stuff in this book that you will actually just take yourself to the next level way more efficiently than had you not read this. So go buy the book if you haven't done that yet. Then we did a live where we did the jelly roll rug. And so we're including the fabric tube maker. Oh, you got your book today. That's fantastic. So many people got the book. I've got 122 copies. Then we did magnets, fridge magnets. So we did these a couple of days ago. So you'll receive a pack of 6 magnets too. So when the paid members reach 150 on the channel, we will do a draw for that. And if you're one of those first 150 paid members, the prize is valued at $400. You will be entered into that prize, and I'll have to get hold of you, and you have to give me your address, and then I'm going to send that to you free of charge. So that's how it works. And we're just going to assemble this last layer onto our mandala. This is where this rotating cutting mat comes in super handy too, because you can line things up on the rulers on the side of it. Have a looky-loo, make sure everything's lined up perfectly before you push down. And dun, 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 here we have it. This is the layered mandala. So this is M4. And this is Recollections cardstock from Michaels. And I've done them here in a bunch of different colors. So today we did the creams and gray. But this is the exact same design done in pinks and taupes. Lovely. And we also have it on the craft cupboard here in blacks and whites. So this is the exact same design, and you can see how different it looks just done in the different colors. Crazy, crazy, crazy cool. So there's a black and white, and here's the cream. So you can just see the contrast, how different that looks. So these are sized for 12 by 12 inch shadow box. Are the live scheduled? Not really. You just keep happening on them because like I try to announce, like if I'm going to do one on a Thursday or something, I'll announce it in the community and I'll make a post there. But because my schedule is kind of like here, there, and everywhere, I'm just coming live as much as I can and as often as I can when I'm making a project that I feel people would like to watch. But I also need to like sit my butt down and get a whole bunch of work done to be able to do these Christmas markets. So yeah, you just keep happening on them, which is super cool. So does anybody have any questions before we end the live here today? How do we feel about this? Do we love it? Do we hate it? Do we want it in a different color? How are we gonna do the next live? The other thing I'm gonna redo a live for too is these magnets where we did the magnet makers. Because I figured out a whole bunch of tips for it. And then I put together an Amazon shopping list for it. And then I figured out we didn't have to just do it with fabric. We could actually do it with paper. And so they're going super well. And I actually figured out packaging too. Let me just grab one because they're super cool. I'll grab 2. I put them in a bin. Hang on one sec. I'm over here on the other side of the room and I didn't invite you guys. Sorry, not sorry, but you know, trying to work here. Okay. So I had all those different colors of the stands. If you saw like the tour there while we were doing this mandala a couple days ago, I figured out all the packaging. So here's a set of 6. So they'll be sold in a set of 6 of these. Ones are chickens and gingham. Super cute. And then I have pink and pink gingham too. So every stand I have some green ones that I'm making too. Oh, can you even see that? So I have green, I have teal, I have gray, I have black, I have taupe, I have pink, I have Christmas. So I'm gonna fill up those little bins with all of the magnets. And I actually learned how to do it faster, better, save you all some problems. So maybe try to do a live here for that tomorrow. Oh yes, Missouri Star has fabric, 50% off 2 and 3 year cuts today. They do. I saw that. And they also had 25% off jelly rolls today. Did you see that? So if you're thinking of making rugs, and if you win the prize, you'll get the fabric tube maker. But if you just want these, I also have them for sale on my website. So there's that. But they had jelly rolls on sale for them today. And I love their fabric. It's so fun. And yeah, yes, a few were 50% off. Crazy. I didn't see that. I just had a few minutes here in the studio this morning. And then I went and had breakfast with a girlfriend of mine, actually, that like, oh my goodness, we used to work together in insurance and we were trouble, but she's still working for the same company in insurance. And we've just been friends like forever, like 23 years or something. So anyway, we went and had some breakfast this morning, and I didn't get as much work done here in the studio. Then I went and did some fabric shopping where I just had like a few missing colors for like my Christmas tea towels and stuff, which I'll do some lives for it. I found some new Christmas fabric today. I didn't need much because I have so many bolts of fabric right now, but I just had a few colors where I was like, you know, I actually need something to go with that color. So I didn't buy bolts today. That's not true. I did buy bolts, but of like gray and blue fabric, but the Christmas fabric, I just bought like a couple of meters, which is like, if you're from the States, meter is just a little bit bigger than yards. We're on the metric system here in Canada. So I did buy some Christmas fill-in fabric. That was super fun. And then, like I say, I drove over to get an oil change on my vehicle and discovered I had a nail in my tires. So now my car is at the shop and we're getting new tires, which we were going to get in September anyway, before the snow flies here. So whether I get it today or not, the car's a 2018. It's never had new tires. So it is what it is. So the live this afternoon, super late for a Friday afternoon, like it's 5 o'clock here. I'm on the like second province from the West Coast. So it's 5 p.m. here right now, 5:08 p.m. Yeah. So I did, took a bit of a break today. But that's how my life is, right? Like I take a break and then I work super hard, and then I take a break and then I work super hard, and just be able to go around and run all my errands and all that kind of stuff. So super fun. All right. So we're at 92 minutes here, you guys. And does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? I'll try to do a live tomorrow, like morning-ish, with the magnets. If I can do it, let's say like 10:30 my time. So that would be like, it's 5 p.m. now, right? So how many members as of 11? We're at 11. Yay, you guys, we got 11 members, which is fantastic. And like I said, there's an estimated 84 million members, or 84 million crafters in the United States, which is super cool. So yeah, if you're just tuning in right now, because I see a couple people have just joined, we made this layered mandala today. The designs are on my website, Home Stitchery Decor. Use the discount code YT Mandala. You'll need a Cricut scan and cut, silhouette, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so if everybody could leave a thumbs up, heart, wish you well for tomorrow. Everybody go enjoy some time with your family. I'm going to have a little fun time here today. So just a couple of you left. We'll see you. I'll try to be back tomorrow, 10:30ish. Okay? See you guys. Bye. And of course, I got to turn off the camera up here in the corner, and then I won't be able to hit the button. End. The ending is the worst part. Flip the camera around. There we go. See you tomorrow.